Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by Designed by Kathy. Appreciate you popping in, taking time to watch this video, and I'm so excited to share this video with you. After, well, I'm going to be honest, many months of trying to do the bloom technique, finally had that aha moment. The light bulb finally all, turned on. I took the Shelly Art course a good while back, and now what I've learned, the course is awesome. I recommend you take it. There's a lot to learn from her, and she's a really cool chick. But one of the things that I've discovered, and I think if you've been watching videos on that a lot of people have discovered, every single formula / recipe, what works for one person isn't necessarily going to work for the next person, be it I don't know what. I'll talk about that a little bit in the video, why I think that some things, could create differences. But anyway, it's a super fun. I am a total addict of it now. I know, everything's not for everybody. But anyway, I wanted to share this with you. And there'll be a lot of links down below, so don't forget to check the links, because I'm going to put all the information down there. I'm going to talk about what I'm doing, but all the goodies will be down below. So let me get set up, and we're going to pour a bloom. So we have all the supplies ready and the paint mixed. I'm going to start with one of the littles. But I want to show you first, this is what, from the mixture that I had of the Sherwin Williams Infinity House Paint and the polycrylic, from that mixture I poured equal amounts into these are my little resin mixing cups. It's about 3/4 of an ounce in each one. So for my paints, I chose DecoArt. I've got Worn Penny, and I've got Warm Beige and Tuscan Red. Now of the paint, I put 1/2 teaspoon of paint in with the mixture, the medium mixture. Still have a nice consistency. Now this is going to be enough paint, actually probably more than enough paint to do these 3 canvases. It's just crazy. But I'm going to set these aside. And of course I have my cell activator all ready. I did have to get a new turntable, because if y'all seen the ones where I spin on my old one, I still use it because I like having the sticks on it that make it easier to turn, but I didn't think I would put it on the video because it's looking a little worn and tattered. But this is, I've not talked about this in any of my videos before, because this was not an easy thing to get, and it was like about to just totally frustrate me that I could not get it. And one thing I want to say, I said in the opening, and I want to say again in case you didn't listen to that, every recipe that you see doesn't work for everybody. I've tried everything, trust me. And what works wonderful for one person may not work for the next. I don't know exactly why. I know that paint, even the same brand paints, are often mixed in different facilities. So who knows? One little thing off apparently is a affecting denominator here. But I do recommend that you take the Shelly Art course. She's pretty awesome, fun to listen to, and you learn a lot. And I believe, from what I understand, she's even added more information since I took the course. And again, all these links are going to be down below. So I'm going to start with my pillow. Got it all mixed up in this look, messy can. But because that's what I've practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced. Everything I own has paint on it now from spinning. But here we go. We don't need a whole lot on here because it's a tiny little canvas. But I'm just going to kind of put a little, and as you can see, it is pretty thick little puddle here, or pillow, as it is officially now called. So let's see. You know, y'all know I'm a red fan, and I love this worn penny. You can layer these different each time, and it's going to come out different. One of them is going to stand out more than the other. But I'm going to start with my worn penny, a little dash there, just a little tiny circle. And then I'm going to put this, the warm beige in the middle. And then my favorite, I love red, my Tuscan red on top. Now, the fun part. So let me cover up my paint here, because when I go spinning, things fly everywhere. Now this cell activator, and I'll have a link below, what has worked for me is Tammy Anderson's. And I chatted with, we chatted with Tammy, and I asked her, I said, is it okay if I, you know, if I mention you, because I've mentioned somebody once before and I don't think they appreciated it. But anyway, Tammy seems like a very awesome person, and she's an incredible artist, and so this worked for me. And let's go ahead and do this one, then I'll tell you some other things from some other friends that I've talked to that work for them. And now this is the hardest part for me, actually, is the blowing. I'm old. I know I'm talking. You'd think I have a lot of hot air, but it's just not working out that way. But so what you want to do is or what's for me, you don't want to blow straight down on it. You don't want to blow all the paint down into the pillow. So you want to kind of blow it out across. Just going to stick a little bit of paint onto these corners because that'll make it stay. Hopefully. I don't want to send it flying off. Okay, so now you can see some lacing and cells starting to form. So now we're going to, when the spinning just stretches it out. Wow. Okay, I like the colors. The warm beige, I can see a little of the worn penny, that copper, and when it dries it should be nice and shiny and sparkly. But theirs is our first one, and I do like it. Y'all know I'm a red fan, so I love that. I like the beige in it. So let me go set this aside out of the way where I won't get anything on it, and we'll get right to the next. Okay, that was the 5x7. Now I'm going to do the 8x10. Just gonna dab some, because you know the corners are often the last thing that wants to cooperate and flow over, so dabbing a little over there. Fill that little hole. Okay, I want to do the exact same thing, since these are going to be 3 little relatives. The worn penny, the warm beige, which looks peach to me, but and my Tuscan red. Now, I'm using white today as the cell activator. You can use different colors, but the Amsterdam, from what I understand, is the key. And this is the American Floetrol. So everything, all of this will be down below. The American Floetrol will come back. I'll come back and do it when I had to do it, guys, y'all. I just had to do it. I had to buy some Australian Floetrol. So I'll show you those. We'll get onto those like in the next few videos and talk about that. But for now, I'm using American Floetrol, and I have what all went in it thanks to Tammy Anderson. Okay, let's see if I can blow this one out. Try to pull that back to the center a bit. Excuse me. And now we're ready to turn. Oh, my hand slipped off. Okay, I just said something that I can't put on here, so I'll have to delete it. Okay, that's just not working. There we go. Everything was too slippery. Ooh, that's pretty. I wasn't sure if I was picking too bland of colors or what, but I really like them. Really, really like them. I hope you guys do. Ah, yeah, that's pretty. I'll get close-ups at the end here for sure for you guys. Okay, let me go and put this one aside, and we'll do the other little baby cousin here. Now, the other little 5x7. Now, one other thing I wanted to mention, if you follow Nancy Petrie, I hope I'm saying her last name right. We've talked, we chatted, you know, messages and whatnot. But Nancy, I hope I'm saying your name right. Super awesome gal. She does not use any house paint. She uses Artist Loft Floetrol. Now, I have not gotten her mixture to work for me just yet. I don't know if it's in the water, if I'm not standing on one leg right, or what. But she has beautiful, beautiful work, and it's consistent for her, and no house paint. I had a problem when I first got into this using house paint. I used to sell paint, as I've mentioned in some other videos. Worked at Sherwin Williams for years. It just didn't make sense to me. It wasn't making sense to me. But I had to surrender to it if I wanted to do this, because I could not get anything else to work. But I do appreciate ladies like Tammy and Nancy, who are, you know, willing to chat with you, talk to you. You know, there's a lot of artists that, as I've mentioned before, I support other artists, and I appreciate their talent and their well, for one thing, a lot of these people, a lot of these YouTubers have poured and poured and poured and again to come up with these things to do a video for you all. So it's not just, you know, throwing a canvas down and let me just do this. There's a lot of time and effort that goes in behind it, but I'm so grateful to those who do love to share what they've learned. And basically what we're sharing is we've learned from our mistakes. Or, okay, maybe I should speak for myself. No, I'm sure we've all had those. But anyway, I just wanted to mention that. I will have links to them down below because I'd like for you to pop in and say hi to them as well. And now I'm going to do this little one. Little Debbie do there. The pillow paint, using this color place, most people add water in it. I, as you saw in the beginning, I use the VividArt Fluid. It says on here, use where you would use water, use in place of water. And it's made to go with paint. My problem with water is it can break down your pigments. Don't want to break down pigments. We want them to be full there. Anyway, that was just a little note I wanted to throw out there. My problem, if you go look at Nancy's, we did a little collaboration with her on her blog, and I've got a lot of reasons that house paints just aren't recommended for art. And it's largely because of the archival characters of it. It's made to go on your wall and change it every 10 years or whatever. You know, some people change it more than that. So anyway, that was my thing. But like I said, if I wanted to do this, I had to go with what worked. And this was the only thing I could get to work so far. But I'm not done. I'm going to keep doing, because that's what we do, right? Oh, and by the way, if you have a canvas and it doesn't come out right, you hate it, it's just not what you wanted, to practice, I'll probably pour over one about 3 times in a practice, and then it's just too heavy to do anything with. But keep pouring over your old ones. Don't just throw them away on one. So there you go. This is why they call it the bloom, because when you blow it out, it looks like a little bloom right there. Now, let me see if I can spin this without trying to throw it off the table again, because that's what I did a while ago that you didn't get to see, and I sort of said something inappropriate. My hands just slipped off. Still wanting to. And there we have it, 3 in a row. Still have enough paint to probably do 2 more. Do a tile or do another small one, or I have enough paint to actually do another 8 by 10. But I'm sure I'll think of things that I forgot to say, so don't hesitate to ask if you have a question. And I'll be doing some more of these for you, because this, once I felt like, oh my gosh, I finally got it, it was like a light bulb came on, and it's so much fun to do. It's so much fun. Yes, it's messy. If you are pouring and doing this in your house, you want to make sure you have some cardboard up, or I know some people are using the kiddie pools or puppy pools or whatever. I don't have to worry so much about that. I've got, there's so much paint on my floor in here, and because I've got the place for it. So that's why I don't have anything per se around mine, because I'm not in my house doing it. Anyway, thank you all so much for stopping by today. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you got something out of it. Again, be sure and check all the information down below. And don't forget my Amazon link, which is where I have the turntables and various other things. I'll just have all the links down there and these colors that I use. But this, again, it's super fun, and I want to keep trying. I like to keep trying and challenging myself, and I hope in some way I'm inspiring you. So everybody have a great day, and I'll see you next time.